Everybody, happy Saturday night. Saturday Night Live. We're gonna have some fun here. I know it's late for a lot of my East Coast friends. We were on Mountain Time tonight. Just thought I'd come and say hello. Haven't seen a lot of people, and I'm never really on super late at night, so I wanted to come out and hang with y'all. So this is really fun. I'm just gonna do a fun Saturday Night Live. As you can see, I've been in the rain. Lots of rain over here. It's a little crazy, so just bear with me. And got lots of cords because we got lots of charging going in. We are plugged in an undisclosed location in Colorado, which is nice. We'll talk about what's going on, which is fun. But let's see who's in the chat right now. Look at this. Hey, there's Alexandra Steele. Yes, caught you live. Hey, girl. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here tonight. This is fun. Michelle Henry's here. Hey, Michelle. Oh, there's Stan. Hey, Stan. Hope you're having a great night. This is so much fun. So yeah, everyone's saying hi and what's going on. So I have been this past week, let me just tell you what this past week, it was so much fun. Can't wait to do the video on this. I was invited to be a part of the AIM, that's the All-Inclusive Motor Coach Association. They have an event in Larkspur, Colorado, which is just a little north of Colorado Springs. And when they say all-inclusive, they mean all-inclusive, by the way. I mean, they take care of all your meals, they take care of all the excursions, and they put you on either a Jeep tour or they put you on like massive, nice coach buses and take you there. So you don't have to run around trying to find so-and-so who has an extra car, who can fit you in, who has a space, things like that. Really, really neat. So really excited about a lot of stuff. Oh my gosh, they did Garden of the Gods. They went around Manitou Springs. I got to ride the Cog Railway, which is really, really neat. I got to jump up on Pikes Peak. How cool was that? That's like the highest jump of my life. I did a little short on that. That was fun. And then, oh gosh. Yeah, let me think what else we did. Oh, we got to go to the Flying W Ranch. The second oldest cowboy band in the world is at the Flying W Ranch, and got to hear them play, had the Chuck Wagon dinner, did all that kind of fun stuff, watched a rodeo. I did not go bull riding. I just want to say this out loud right now. And I'm trying to move, but my dog is under my feet. Imagine that. Rosie's hanging out down there. So did the rodeo thing, but I did not go bull riding, nor did I go barrel racing. But I wanted to. Just say barrel racing, yes. Bull riding, no. Those days are over. Just putting it out there. Let's see. We got a question in the chat from Stan. It says, are you going to be in Colorado for the Overland Expo? Heck to the yeah. Not only am I going to be there, I'm teaching 2 classes. Teaching on how to overland with pets, and I'm actually hosting a panel on overlanding, women overlanding. So I'm going to be hosting a nice little event on that Friday night. So I will be there. I will definitely be there. Would love to see you there, buddy, if you're coming out. I'm just saying, I'll save you space. Love to see you. This will be fun. So Colorado has had some. I'm learning the clouds, man. That's all I gotta say. My weather apps have nothing on these clouds. It's been really interesting. So. As far as like going out hiking, going to run errands, things like that, you learn real quick to start looking at the clouds and going, ooh, I don't know. But the sunsets have been stunning. And I mean stunning. Tonight has been just a few minutes ago, it was just orange and reds, and it's beautiful. Now, granted, there is a huge fire out in Gunnison. Gunnison Canyon National Park has been closed indefinitely. We don't know what's going to go on, but they know they're still having a fire out there. So I'm thinking some of the pretty color from the sky is coming from some of the smoke. Not really excited about that part, but I will be probably driving by that because I have to go down and down to Durango. Durango is my next stop for the Camp Echo event. So I'm going to be there at Camp Echo and do some stuff there. But I digress. Well, let me go back to the AIM thing, which is fun. Stan says, let's see, if I make it, I'll definitely let you know. Planning on it, but I have a little issue having a pacemaker installed. Oh, August 6th. Understand, health first, always. So we'll be praying for you, buddy. Hope all goes well. Got to keep that ticker ticking. That's important. That's a big deal. That's a big deal, and it's got to keep in time. Imagine I imagine if they put a pacemaker in, and I wonder how fast it would have to be to keep up. Something to think about. Just saying. Okay, so AIM. So I gave a presentation on travel apps that ease your RV journey. And I'm going to be doing a video on it. I'm going to be doing a blog post about it. But this is one of the presentations I'm giving this year when I go around to different events and things like that. And it was really fun because I got to learn. They had about 100 attendees at this event. And most of them were Class A's. Most of them were really big Class A's. So and I know if you're driving something that big, you really got to know where you're going, what the weather's like, where the fuel stops are. You got to know ahead of time. You can't just like wing it like a van lifer. So it was really nice for me to give them some tips on some new apps that are out there, as well as maybe some boondocking ideas. A lot of these guys would like to try it, but it's a little tough when your rig is that big. So you got to do a little more planning. So hopefully I gave them some good tips on the way. Help is on the way. It was fun. So that's that. So I'm going to be in my undisclosed Colorado location for a while. Hear my mouth, too much hair. For a while, getting some stuff done, getting some videos done. You notice I didn't get a video out last week. I had a really hard time uploading. I uploaded twice and it just didn't take. So I'll be uploading a new video. I'm going to be talking about Estes Park because I think Estes Park is really cool. If you haven't been to Estes Park, it's a really neat idea. But I'm going to give you some ideas of where you could stay. So whether you want to stay, in some cushy location, family-friendly location, or a boondocking location, I'm going to give you some ideas on that and then show you what's around Estes Park and all the cool things. Did you know that you could go sledding in the summertime, like tubing in the summertime, at the YMCA of the Rockies? I got very excited about that. A lot of really cool things to do, not just hiking. There's more stuff. And of course, it's right to the entry. It's also an entry to the Rocky Mountain National Park and lots of really cool trails and things like that. So did get to make it up to the Continental Divide in my Echo. Oh yeah, drove this puppy all the way up there. Whew. And matter of fact, I've been on the Continental Divide twice now. Twice. So that's been exciting. A little different. We're working on some stuff. Right now, I want to know about you guys. We got 10 people in the chat tonight. I want to know, where are you in the world today? You can just give me a state. You don't have to say where specifically. You could say Tennessee, Georgia, Ohio, California, Colorado, Utah, wherever it is. Let me know where you are in the world today. And let me know what the price of fuel is, if you know what the price of fuel is where you are. I was just looking where I am right now. Diesel is $3.79. It definitely went up in price. So it's been hiking up there pretty much. Okay, Michelle's in Tennessee. Very cool. I do miss Tennessee. Oh, I'm getting pinged from people. I'm going to tell them I'm live. Oh yeah, we're just doing a fun Saturday Night Live. We'll see if we get people on. I'm going to say live on the tube. Come on over. That's how it works. When you do these unplanned things, you just sort of pop in and have some fun. But at the end of the day, I always say there are things. I love doing catch-ups. You get to catch up with people and see what's going on. So let me, real quick. I've also been dancing a lot. I've been dancing a lot like this. There's a reason why they say California high. This place is full of full of dispensaries. Lots and lots of dispensaries everywhere. So, a lot of campgrounds I go to say you're not allowed to have alcoholic beverages, or you can only have alcoholic beverages of 3.2%. Interesting. Or 3.6%, or 4. I've never really taken a huge notice of alcohol content on beverages like I have before. So, sort of an interesting thing to think about there. Michelle said it did get cooler today. Good. I'm glad, because Tennessee you guys have been really, really hot, and you in Alabama. Ketchup is okay, but barbecue sauce is much better. I thought so. Hey, buddy. I got challenged to do a Saturday catch-up just to see what everybody's doing, just for a little bit, and see what's going on. Alexander says it's 2.79 or so for regular gas in Colorado. Dancing is the best medicine. I dance every day. Now, granted, a lot of people don't see that, but I'm a kitchen dancing person. So when I cook, I sort of dance. So lately it's been a lot of Casey and Sunshine Band. A lot of it's hard to be mad when you dance, right? It's really hard to be. It's one of those fun things. Ketchup and barbecue. Yeah, I know. I went grocery shopping today. Where I am, I went to a Walmart. I'm thinking, okay, I've got my shopping list. I got things I got to do. I've got my list. And when I got there, it was more like a Dollar General, if you know what I mean. Like they were missing a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that I, would normally get that was not at that Walmart. So thank goodness there was like a little Kroger's or a Safeway closer, and I went there and got some other things. But I just wanted to get all my supplies for the week. Did my laundry. I did this, the exciting world of van life. I got up and did my laundry at a laundromat. When's the last time you were at a laundromat? Just saying. It was $2.50. Oh, actually, it was minimum $2.50 for a dryer. So if you put, normally you just add a quarter, whatever you want. If you let it go to the end and you need to just add more, it'll make you put another $2.50 in. That was interesting. That was a thing. That's a big thing. Alexandra's like, I dance in the band too. As we should. Just have some fun. Absolutely. I love this. Yeah, so I turn on the music. I bought a boombox, and I hate to say the word boombox. It sort of says how old I am, but I went to a RV overnights. Love you some RV overnights. And stayed at a drive-in movie theater. And I learned the last time my radio didn't work the way I wanted it to work. So I actually went to Wally World, went to Walmart, and I found a boombox that has an FM radio player and it's Bluetooth. I thought this is great. I'll use it for that. It was like $15. Perfect. Totally within my budget. So picked it up, and now this thing is super handy. It really is like the handiest thing I bought all year, it seems. So yeah, everyone should have an FM radio just in case you want to go to drive-in movie theater. Now that I've gone to 2 or 3, I forget now. They're just super handy to have, and I think I watched How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I had a good time doing it. Always fun. All right. So what else is new? Should we talk about something? Let's see. What should we talk about? I think it's time. Hold on. Should we do a this or that? This or that. People love when we do a this or that. Okay, here we go. We have 2 choices. I'm going to put them in the chat, and you can decide, would you take this or would you take that? So, would you rather, it's more like a would you rather. Would you rather have snow or rain? Now, I know it's really hot where people are right now. They might actually want some snow. But if you had to choose between snow or rain, which one? Do you want this or that? Let me know in the chat. Always fun. We'll try something. I'm curious to see what people would like. It has been like I keep playing with my hair because it's still wet. It's still a mess. It's just like, you guys get me uncensored. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fun when I can just be myself around you guys? I love it. This is great. Okay. Alexandra says rain. Okay. Stan says snow. Ooh, okay, snow. Michelle says rain. And Broken Diamond says rain. Absolutely rain. He's been stuck in the Northeast for a while, and he's ready to get out of there. He does not want any snow. I have a feeling. I can tell him that one. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. He was supposed to come out west this year. He's still working on his van. He'll get there someday. Okay, these are good. Okay, now this is a tough one. I just went shopping. Would you rather have chips or crackers? Now, I gotta put a caveat on this, okay? When I say chips, I'm talking like potato chips. And they could be flavored potato chips. When I say crackers, they could be like everything from Cheez-Its to Goldfish crackers to that kind of cracker. So like there's, some people are a little on the potato chip thing, more people are on like the savory cracker thing. It's sort of interesting what people go with. High Flyer, oh my gosh, hey, this is Rick and Michelle from Florida. See you at the Echo Rally in a couple weeks. I'm so excited. Where I am right now in an undisclosed location, there's another person who's an Echo owner who's going to be at the rally too. I cannot wait. Really exciting. So we've been hanging out talking Echo stuff for a while. Echo Schmecko. Love it. Fun. Okay, chips or crackers, guys? What do you think? Which would you choose? This or that? I will admit, I'm probably more of a cracker person these days because I like crackers and cheese. It's like a thing. Here we go. Stan says crackers with peanut butter and honey. Oh, mic drop. Hello. Go Stan. That sounds delicious. If you haven't tried, I've been looking in the store. When you find it, buy it. You will not, you will absolutely go, thank you, Charlie Grace, for telling me this. Try whipped feta. There's a dip. It's called whipped feta. Now, I've tried to make it myself. It's not as easy as it sounds. And you can buy it at Tzatziki's, but whipped feta with honey drizzled on it. Oh, it's delicious. It's absolutely divine. Okay. Alexander says, chips, salty goodness. Have you ever tried, okay, ready for this? Have you tried chocolate covered potato chips? They come out at Christmas time. You can find them at Christmas time, and they're actually pretty good, or you can make them. But take like a Ruffles and dip them. You can also get them in Neiman Marcus. Don't ask me how I know. I'm just saying. And like a Pringles can, they're really delicious. I like the salty snacks. Feta sounds good. I know. It's really good. It's better than you think. The first time I tried it, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. And my son talked me into it. I was like, oh, that's really good. Yes, with ice cream. Ben and Jerry's makes one. Oh yeah, see? Chocolate. I'm telling you, that's the way to do it. Chocolate covered potato chips. It is the bomb. When I was a teenager, I lived above a chocolate store in a downtown area, and every day when I walk up that hallway, you could just smell the chocolate, and they made chocolate covered potato chips. Definitely one of my favorite. I think I like that one and like the honeycomb covered chocolate thing, or like the toffee. It's a problem. I have a sweet tooth. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. I mean, of all things in the world, I love food. Food can be delicious. This is fun. Now that I have that new tea diffuser, I got it. You'll see something about that. I think I put a short out about that one. I make my own tea, and I do it overnight in my fridge. So I don't heat it up. It just steeps overnight in the fridge, and then I take it out in the morning and add a little milk to it, add a little sugar, little English breakfast tea. It's very good. Really, really cool. I like that. Okay, so we did chips or crackers. I'm still waiting. I know you guys are out there. Let's see. Stan wrote me back. Alexandra's on it because she's on it. She's cool like that. Just so you guys know what's in my background, because people always ask. So I have lots of cords right now being attached and charging things. This is Rosie's pile. This is all Rosie right here. This is her paw towel, her lovely little lead. And actually, I take it back. This is one of my security bracelets, if you want to call it that. So when I go out at night, I normally have a flashlight on it. I have a pepper spray on it, or, not to be weird, sometimes a taser, depending on where I am. So you'd be surprised how fast people walk when they just hear that sound in the distance. They don't tend to come around you. It's a nice thing. People always talk about safety, female safety out when you're solo, and sometimes the sound, you don't want to threaten anyone. You don't want to really scare anyone, but you want to make them aware. So that's something I have. There's a great company called Damsel Defense. I'm going to have her on my live stream. We're going to talk about that as some of the things we can do just to keep ourselves safe on the road. And I never, ever, ever, ever want to use this on anyone. That's never where I'm going. But it's more just having things as a just in case, because there have been some scary things on the road. I mean, honestly, I've had some knocks. I've had some interesting people walk up to me and assume, they can do things like they could assume they could touch my hair. Not anymore. I got a taser. It's not funny. That's right. Safety. Always safety. Safety first. Exactly right. I love that. All right. Well, let's see. What other? Okay, this or that. We got to do another this or that. I have some ideas. Ooh, do I have ideas? Are you okay? Here we go. This is an interesting thing. Are you a sunrise or a sunset person? Some people are like early in the morning. Some people are up late at night. I'm a little bit of both. I do like sunsets a little better, I think. For me, I just watch the most amazing sunset, so maybe I can, that's probably why. Probably why I talk about it. That's probably, yeah. You're a night owl. I can tell. You're the night owl. You're up at the crack. You're out there doing who knows what at late at night. And I've got my Al Van shirt on. Yay! Go Al Vans! Woohoo! You get a brand new suspension. They'll give you a T-shirt. You spend a significant amount of money. They'll give you a T-shirt. It's a good thing. They're good guys though. They're a great company. I have no complaints. I really, really love Al Vans, Al Off-Road, Al Outdoor. I think they're moving it to Al Outdoor. Okay, Stan says both, but definitely lean towards beautiful sunsets. Yeah, I know. It's really fun. Sunsets. Everyone likes the sunsets. Alexandra says both, but sunset. Yeah, it's true. Especially with when you have a little questionable weather, it just gets gorgeous, just stunning. I have seen more rainbows than I ever have in my life in Colorado. And I mean really cool. I've never seen a double rainbow that I remember ever, but I have in Colorado. How cool is that? I've seen double rainbows. I've seen rainbows in at my Echo, which is fun. Like just came right on top of my. I'm like, what are the odds of having a rainbow land on your rig? That was really neat. That was really cool. And it was sort of funny because I was looking out the window and I'm like, where's the rainbow? Because you could see the dark sky and then the real bright sun on the other side. And I ran outside in the rain trying to find this thing going, I know it's got to be here somewhere. And when I found it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's right on me. How weird is that? That's really cool. Very cool. Double rainbow. Who knew? Maybe it's the red hair. Maybe it is sort of like the. I guess I was looking for the pot of gold, right? Don't you get a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow? I get a Winnebago Echo. I'll take it. I'll take it. So I'm gonna go backwards a little bit. So I did the all-inclusive motor coach thing. I was just at Adventure Van Expo prior to that, and it looks like very exciting here. We might be upgrading our cabinetry. Ooh la la! So factory cabinets can be okay. Sometimes they can be pretty awesome. But I really, really, really like a company called Van Wives. They do a fantastic job with aluminum powder coated cabinets. Now, you saw me do a video on the Tiffin Open Trail, and the Tiffin Open Trail has these aluminum powder coated cabinets. And they're really nice. They're really, really nice. So I might be getting a few upgrades pretty soon, and I cannot wait to show you guys when I do this because it's going to look nice. Plus, it's going to give me a little extra room. So I've been trying to work things out, and the more I'm on the road, of course, the more things you collect, the more things you got to, something's got to go in, something's got to go out. Today I just went shopping, and I'm just, my rig is full of crap that I'm like, ooh, like extra chips and water and groceries and stuff and whatever. So I need to put all that away. Haven't even made the bed yet. Let's be honest. Have not even made my bed yet. Did laundry, didn't put it away yet. So it's been a busy day, very busy day. But we'll get there. We'll get there. It's a little late, so we're only going to go on for a little while longer. A few upgrades? Say it ain't so. A girl can always want more. We're allowed. We're allowed to change our mind. Isn't that like part of the whole female perspective? Absolutely. Yeah. I think now that I've had it for a year, and I think that's really, really fair. I think that's a fair thing to say. Having it for a year, the way it was meant to be, the way it was designed, the way they did things, and really using it, now I can see what I want to do and how I want to arrange some things. So it makes some difference. Hey, there's my friends, New Horizons. Hello, everyone from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I saw your videos. Oh my gosh, I hope you're having fun out there. How's the weather out there, though? Is the weather okay? It's been a little dicey in different places these days, so I'm sure you guys will be hanging out there having fun. I would love to be out there. I really would love to be at the Hershey show this year. There's gonna be so many really cool people out there. I gotta make it. I can't get out there in time. It's I think during that time I'll be in Oklahoma on the way back, but I will make it to the dealer showcase. So after the Hershey show, I'll be on Elkhart when they do the big dealer showcase, and I'll be there for that one at least. So it won't be the same, but at least I'll see some of the stuff that was coming out for the following year, which I love. It's been 75 degrees. Oh, that's good. That is absolutely doable. I'm fine with that. I just don't want it too hot. I know all my friends in Tennessee are just like, whew, been a little on the hot side, little bit. Always a good time. Okay, we're playing this or that. I have to do this or that. We'll do one more. Let's see. I got to think about this. Here we go. Okay, this or that. Big topic of the day. Ready? And I know you guys are very specific on this. iPhone or Android? Ooh, I said it. That's right. iPhone or Android. You know what? I was an Android person for years. And I love my Android. I had no problem. Actually, I was a BlackBerry person. Let me be more specific. I was a BlackBerry person. I had BlackBerry. And then I finally got my iPhone. And then I was like, ooh, I don't know. Once you go iPhone, though, you got to get everybody in the iPhone. Like you don't have a choice. You've got to do sharing and stuff. It gets a little different. So next thing you know, you got the whole Apple family. It's a big deal. So, okay, New Horizon says Android. Okay, Alexander's like iPhone, of course. iPhone. Broken Emmett says iPhone. iPhone, never had Android. Really, never had Android. I actually have the new, I shouldn't say new. It's not exactly new. But I've always paid off my phones. You know, it's like I get it, pay it off, and give it to my kid. You know, the next youngest kid gets a new phone kind of thing. When I get an upgrade, then we just keep passing them down. I'm doing something different this year. I am paying my monthly fee, which I think is like, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 bucks, something like that. And then it's sort of just my phone fee. It's sort of like I'm leasing it. And then every year I get a new iPhone. Every year. Whatever the latest and greatest is, I get the new one. And I really like that. Because for me, I use it as my camera. I use it as a lot of things. So my iPhone is really one of those things that's like attached to me at all times. And I love it because I have my little wallet on the back of it with my little pop socket. Super handy. So when I'm videotaping or doing things, I could just use it. It's the handiest thing I've ever had. And considering I'm a big camera person anyways, as long as they keep improving their cameras, improving their qualities and stuff, I will still absolutely be an iPhone person. I love it. Love it. Okay, we had a guy back into, oh my gosh, you had a guy back into your Starlink dish? Ouch. But thank goodness no damage to it. At least he was honest and talked to us, just broke the stand. Oh, you're lucky. You are so lucky. That's a little scary. Yeah, I was supposed to have my Starlink attached to my rooftop this year, and I backed out. I said no at the last minute. I'll tell you why. Because I've been some places where I do have a lot of trees and they are in the way, and I really do have to work and I really do have to get some stuff done. So and when I'm driving, sometimes I'll put it in my front windshield. Honestly, that works just as well as being on top. I'll put it in the front windshield, or when I'm parked, then I'll put it, outside and do it that way. But when I'm boondocking in places that are a little questionable, like say a Cracker Barrel or something like that, it never goes out. I always keep it inside. I never put it outside. I know some people who do, and that's fine, but I don't do it because they are expensive and they're expensive to replace. So it's one more thing you got to deal with, right? And I hate to even think about that. That would not be fun to replace, especially like in the middle of nowhere, like where I am right now, where I have big horned sheep. I was gonna say big orange sheep, but big horned sheep. One of the bus drivers, we were on a travel, going to this Flying W Ranch over by Garden of the Gods, and he was saying, "Oh, if you look to your left, you see the big hill. You might see some big orange sheep." I said, "Big orange sheep? What is he talking about?" He kept saying big horned, but it sounded like big orange. So I'm waiting for the orange sheep, maybe someday. Okay, we usually put on a picnic table, but didn't this time. Yeah, it's best to put them up. Anytime I put them on the ground, I do put like an orange cone or something out there, or like a couple, especially like a Harvest Toast, because people just drive all over the place and they never see it. That's, yeah, a little scary. Got to do what you got to do on those things. Absolutely. Well, guys, I've been on for about 30 minutes tonight. Oh my gosh, this time goes really fast. I would love to be on later, but I just want to come up and say, hey, check on everybody. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday. I'll be back. Baby, I'm back. I'm back to Wednesdays, and we'll have a new video coming out this week. Hopefully it'll upload and you'll have it tomorrow, but just in case if it isn't, I will let you guys know. It's been really, really tough trying to get these out on the road. It's Justin and Christina. Hey, guys, how are you? Thanks so much for coming out and saying hi. We're going to actually conclude because I've been on for 30 minutes and my voice gets a little shaky after that. But we will see everybody later in the week. And just, I appreciate every single one of you. And please stay safe out there and drive safe and be wary of others. Just make sure everybody's got their eyes and ears open. And we'll have some more fun stories coming your way. So hope everyone has a great weekend, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.